Oh,
All right,
it's
we're
live.
live now.
Oh, great, great.
Hey, welcome to Pirate Pizza Party. I'm unadulterated Pirate Pizza.
I'm Michael Ford. I don't use fancy nicknames because I have no fear.
You should.
No, I don't fear the people on the internet. They're a bunch of fucking pansies.
Hey, seasons don't fear the reaper.
Oh, but yeah, here's this speaking of jokes, we were just talking about this joke I'm gonna tell in a little while, but there's this other thing. So one time I was at like Friendlies and they, you know how they have those kid placemats to keep the children occupied so that they don't like run around the restaurant screaming?
Yes, I.
Like there was one that said, "How do you get a squirrels to stop playing football?" And the answer was something like, "You hide the ball, it drives them nuts." But I came up with a better answer. You want to know how you keep squirrels from playing football?
Oh,
You poison them.
fair enough.
I was cracking up in the restaurants that sometimes I still giggle when I think about it because it's just horrible.
You commit, Bass.
Nothing like killing squirrels. I kind of want to buy a game on the eShop. But I still have Mario to beat. I have Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, so what games do you got? You've got. I know you have Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U.
Yep, I just have Smash Brothers and Super Mario 3D World right now.
Oh, 3D World was so great. I wish I still had that. I was playing my sister's copy.
What happened to yours?
I don't have my own copy.
What
Games cost money. I mean, I have New Super Mario Bros. U.
is that any good?
Uh, it's good for a launch title, kind of. I mean, it's no better than New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii is really fun though.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing, just with new levels. It's exactly the same thing, basically.
Oh, speaking of Nintendo and Smash Brothers and Wii U, Mewtwo's coming out like a couple weeks.
Actually, no. For me, it's coming out in a couple days.
Oh yeah, because you're one of those fancy fucking people who friggin' got both the DS and the Wii U. Some of us couldn't afford that.
I can't afford it either. I only got it through sheer luck and bribes.
And had to suck a few dicks for it. That's how it
I'm
usually goes.
not. I'm not denying the allegations placed before me.
Oh boy, I
I
need.
will neither confirm nor deny.
I don't think we don't want confirms or denies. We don't we don't need no education
But
subject.
other games I got on the Wii U, I've got Mario Kart 8, which is really good. One of the best Mario Kart games to date.
That's what I hear. That's the one with like the 5 million DLCs, right?
Well, the DLC for it is very fair. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's the one with all the DLC. That's all.
yeah, it's not too much DLC. They've only had two packs so far, and the bonus cars, which the bonus cars is free.
I
You
could
get
probably
like you get Mercedes cars for that.
I could probably get like one virtual console game. That's not gonna kill me. But what do I want? I could get Earthbound. I love Earthbound.
You could wait till Donkey Kong 64 comes out.
I could, but that's not 100% interested in that.
Oh man, it's Donkey Kong 64 is a really great.
And I'm sure I'm gonna play it, but just oh man, I could get Yoshi's Island.
But Donkey Kong 64, one of the biggest problems with it is just the sheer amount of collectibles.
I don't know. I'm torn. Do I want Yoshi's Island or do I want Earthbound?
I'd get Earthbound really, but
I love Earthbound. It's so good. And then
oh yeah,
they have the Game Boy Castlevanias. I can finally play. I can finally play half these games outside of an emulator, which is
you could play Demon's Crest.
Demon's what?
Demon's Crest.
What's that?
Have you ever heard of Gargoyle's Quest?
Isn't that like one of those spin-offs of Ghosts and Goblins?
Yes, yes, it is, and they, and that's the third game in the spin-off series. It's called Demon's Crest. and it's a really good game, really underrated Super Nintendo classic.
Earthbound is for intense gamers. Really? Are you? That's what the people on the eShop think, that Earthbound is for intense people and gamers. It's not for everyone in the casual audience. Are you kidding me? This game is meant to be played with a walkthrough. This is not for intense gamers. I mean, unless you're like someone who's gonna shit your pants when you see the final boss, but you know,
it's like a Kirby game. The shit gets real when you get to the final boss.
It's not. I don't see how this is really like a game that appeals to hardcore gamers. I mean, I love this game, but it's not like. I don't feel like this is a game that's like. This isn't like Dark Souls or anything. You're not gonna be pulling your hair out in anger. Okay, unless you're going for Pooh's weapons, but they don't, because that one drops like a 1 out of 128 ratio on some hard.
If you want a more adult, intense game that's like Earthbound, get Lisa on Steam. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's called Lisa. It was just made by this like one guy who decided to do this as a project, and he got Kickstarted for it. And it's really good. It's done in the style of Earthbound.
Whoa! I need an external hard drive to download?
No, it says in case you do. You don't need it because you have a 32 gig Wii U, don't you?
Oh yeah.
External hard drive is only if you're going to download every full release game. That's all you need it for. If you're going to download a bunch of full release games, you don't need it for what you're doing. But
I think I'll buy Earthbound and Yoshi's Island.
If you want your money, not mine. Which version of Yoshi's Island are you getting, though?
Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, which version of it? Are you going to get the regular Super Nintendo?
I think I'm getting the Game Boy version. Why?
Are you going to get the Game Boy Advance version? Because that's the better version. At least I think it is. Because it adds in new levels.
That's the only one I've ever played, so that's of course the one I'm going to get.
I hope they release Mario Advance 4, which is like Super Mario Bros. 3.
Alright, time to get Earthbound. I'll probably play that later,
and Super Mario Bros. 3 brings me on the topic of people who complained about amiibos. I did a long ranting post about this. About these people who complain about amiibos being on-disc DLC.
They're not. They're an added bonus. You don't have them. You don't have to get them. You don't really need them. They're just there if you want them.
I mean, in a couple games they've done so far, they do feel like on-disc DLC. Like in Codename Steam, there's 4 characters in the game that you cannot get unless you have amiibos. So, and in Mario Party 10, I think that's what it is, Mario Party 10, there's an entire game mode that is locked unless you have an amiibo. So in those couple instances, I can get what they kind of say about on-disc DLC. But in most other cases, it's just bonuses like costumes or stuff like that.
Okay, let me see. Is Earthbound on my menu now?
But dude, can you turn on your volume some? Your TV volume?
How do you turn down the volume on the gamepad? I don't know how to do that.
There's a switch on the top.
What? Oh. Man, I didn't know that. I don't know how to use this shit. Oh, yes.
But Yeah, people complain about calling on disc DLC. Like, does nobody remember the e-reader?
That thing was useless though. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, but in a number of games, it kind of did what the amiibos do, unlocked content if you had the right cards for it. I mean, Super Mario Advance 4 is the biggest example because that game had entire levels locked off unless you had cards. It had entire levels and game mechanics. It had game mechanics that were locked out unless you had cards for it.
That's ridiculous.
They had power-ups that were locked out, special unique power-ups that you could only get if you had cards. They had entire level, like a whole bunch of bonus levels that were locked off unless you had the cards. And I'm talking about like a whole crap ton of bonus levels.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, but what I meant by game mechanics, they had bonus game mechanics. Like there's a card that you could get that allowed you to have Luigi's jump mechanic from Super Mario Bros. 2.
That sounds well. You see, so you're saying the amiibos are like that? Then no wonder everyone hates it because that's fucking bullshit. That's stupid right there.
Kind of. Amiibos unlock bonus content in the games. Like, they're not to that extent. They're just like costumes and stuff like that. They're not to that extent, locking out entire things like that. Except in a couple games they are. It depends on what game it is, but I'm just saying they're not that bad right now. I mean, most games right now, like I said, is costumes. I mean, only a few games do it, and there's a plane game, like some kind of plane fighter game on the 3DS that uses amiibos, and all it does is unlock skins, Nintendo-themed skins for planes. In Mario Kart, you get amiibo costumes for your Mii. I mean, it's not a whole bunch of insane stuff like entire levels. I would say the e-reader was a bit worse than that, or at least so far. Like, even in Animal Crossing, you know how you could get the NES games in the original Animal Crossing?
I don't know. I've never played Animal Crossing.
Well, one of the items you can get, some of the items you can get in Animal Crossing are actual NES games that you could play in the original one. They had games like, I'm trying to think, they had like Donkey Kong, Wario's Woods, stuff like that, just simple little games. But there were a couple of games that were locked unless you had e-reader cards. And these e-reader cards were only given at special events. And they were like very rare. I think we've talked a bit about video games. See any good movies lately?
Actually, no. I haven't really been watching many movies. Like, I think the last movie I watched was like Sharknado 2.
Nice.
It was,
you know what I watched this past week?
what?
That regular show special.
What?
Do you not know about the regular show special? The I think it was like called Super Combining Ultra Special or something.
No, I hadn't heard of that. I don't really watch TV that much.
That was the one that did all the Evangelion references and stuff.
I thought it was pronounced Evangelion.
Evil Jello, I don't care. It did a lot of Evangelion references, but the whole episode was just a trip. They made fun of all sorts of mecha plots and stuff like that from different mecha animes. They did all sorts of stuff, joking about that. And one of the best scenes is they're showing this episode to like in-show screen test group or whatever. They're showing these like two children, and the girl in the group is like, it was like, why aren't there any girl characters in this? It was like, and how can all the robots combine each other if they're made of different technology? And the person like recording the data is like, okay, so girls won't like this. All right. I thought that was hilarious.
I don't get it.
They were making fun of those screen test things, and I'm no good at explaining shit, but they were basically making fun of that. And a lot of people on Tumblr, or a number of them, got pissed and said that scene was problematic.
Tumblr's gonna get pissed about everything. They're not worth it.
I mean, just look at Steven Universe fandom.
I don't want to. I don't want to look at them. They disgust me.
I find it so sick yet hilarious how mad they get at people for like wanting to cosplay as Rose or any of the other characters, and they're not the right type for the character.
They're just terrible people. I don't know what to say. They're just awful people.
I mean, they were getting so pissed at skinny Rose Quartz.
Oh my god. They even come with a little manual, like the Game Boy Advance manual. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, that is cool. But
look at this. Wow.
I swear, if they do not shut up about Rose being cosplayed by skinny people, I will fucking cosplay as her myself.
It won't matter. You're not skinny. No offense.
I'm a thick guy. I could pull it off.
Well, they don't care. But they might accuse you of transphobia because Uncle Grandpa wore a dress. He's transphobic.
Yeah. God, I love pissing people off. Speaking of pissing people off, what was your joke that you wanted to tell?
I don't know if it's gonna be as funny if there's only one person. Oh, this was a good one too. But okay, so I was at like dinner the other night.
Right.
And one of my younger cousins was like, we're telling stupid jokes. I think it was from Yo Mama jokes to like, and she was like, what's black and white and red all over? And my mom gave an answer, she gave an answer, and then I came up with the greatest answer ever. You want to know what's black and white and red all over?
What?
A riot in Ferguson. A little dated at this point, but
oh god,
there was like a black waitress walking by right behind me when I said that.
Oh dear Christ!
I hope she didn't hear it.
She probably did and spat in your food.
No, I already had my food. I had already eaten it. It was a very unsatisfying burger.
Where was this at?
Huh?
Where was this at?
It was at this restaurant called Fuddruckers.
Oh god, Fuddruckers. Oh.
They're okay, I mean, but they're not. But tap it. What is this button? What is this button with a little fucking video on it?
On what?
Oh, here it is. Never mind. Never mind, I got it. So, oh my god, it has the Game Boy startup screen.
So, how much are you loving the Wii U so far?
It's great. What? What the? How do I do this? Oh, am I gonna have to use this big clunky touch screen thing to play?
You don't like it?
It's I don't know. It's just kind of big.
It takes a while to get used to.
I just want to play Yoshi's Island. I want to fucking throw eggs at shit.
Oh, I loved when we were playing Smash Bros. And my friend played you, and when he beat you, he just started dancing around.
What? Why? What? Why?
I think he was mad because you were beating him with Shulk. I don't know.
That was like my first time ever really playing as Shulk.
Which is bad because he mains Shulk.
Shulk's now my main, one of them. Because apparently I'm very good at Shulk.
I love that you thought that that the black person who lives in my basement was a joke.
Well, yeah, the way you just got, oh yeah, I got a black guy that lives in my basement. That doesn't sound like a real person. It sounds like something you joke about. There's this one guy on my Tumblr who like posts almost nothing but porn. It's just porn, porn, porn everywhere, porn.
And your problem is, and the issue is, I when I said the black guy who lives in my basement, he's just a friend of my brother's who lives with us. And it's just funny to introduce him to people like that. Oh, here's the black guy that lives in my basement.
Hmm. You know who I should have, speaking of Smash Brothers, you know who I should have voted for on the vote thing? I should have voted for a Tetris brick.
You could still do that. You
I've
could
like
send him.
For the
You could send
longest
him.
time, I thought it could be possible to implement a Tetris brick as a playable character. Like, the side B would be like it turns into the one that's like that looks like a little spaceship and shoots. Side, like no wait, that would be its neutral B. Its side B would it be? It turns into the L brick and like swipes like a scythe. Or
I
maybe
would rather have a Tetris stage than a Tetris character.
it's up launch. It turns into the straight brick and shoots upward, and it's down is it's like the Kirby one. It turns into the square and shoots down.
I thought the down one would be like the box one and just
Yeah,
slams
that's
into
what I'm
the
talking
ground.
about. Yeah, that's what I said. And
You
then
said the curved one.
no, I said the square one, the
Oh,
one
it's
like Kirby. I said like Kirby. You know, Kirby's down,
oh, that's what you said. It sounded like you said curve.
and then its final smash would be Tetris, obviously, where it just like it kind of like a NES PK Starstorm thing. Like bricks just start falling from the sky and they line up in Tetris.
I've already said who I wanted in. I voted for Isaac
Why?
because he needs to be in Smash.
Why? He's another friggin' RPG weeaboo ass motherfucker. Why do we need
Yeah,
him?
but he has psychic powers. He can.
So does Mewtwo. We got Mewtwo. We don't need more psychics.
I mean, he can make a giant hand appear and push people with it.
Yeah, which is why I should stay in assist trophy.
And he can summon the power of the earth and pick up giant rocks and out of the ground and throw them at people.
Charizard can do that. He just doesn't sound very interesting.
That's because you haven't played Golden Sun.
Yeah, probably. It doesn't seem very interesting.
All right, how about Shovel Knight then?
Okay, yes, I want Shovel Knight. If there's another third party, I voted Bayonetta. I think she deserves to be in. Especially, Nintendo has been so good to her so far. She deserves this. She's like one of the killer apps for the Wii U.
Oh yeah, it's like Shovel Knight
Shovel Knight is awesome, and it should definitely.
should definitely be in Smash.
I think he has a good chance. I think he's got a good chance. Honestly, I'm rooting for Shovel Knight, Shantae, Snake, Bayonetta, and Simon Belmont.
You know, a lot of people want Banjo-Kazooie in there.
I think I heard something like one of the guys from Microsoft wants Banjo in.
Yeah, they said they'd be okay with that. I'm like, when I first heard people saying they want Banjo, I'm like, oh, go ahead, throw away your vote. I would love him to be in the game, but there's no possible way.
Banjo's already in the game. The Duck Hunt dog is Banjo.
Oh no, shut up.
That's it. You've got Banjo. Oh no, not the baby. Shut up, Mario. You fucking.
That's the worst part of Yoshi's Island.
Oh man, this game was so good. I loved it. I played the DS one a while back. The DS one is still really good, but it just like I don't think the bosses are as memorable as in this game.
What about the 3DS one?
What three? Oh, that one. No one likes that.
Yoshi's New Island.
Does anyone even like that game? I've never seen anyone say anything good about it.
Also known as Kazoo, the soundtrack.
See, I've always said there needs to be more kazoos. I feel like there needs to be more kazoo solos, more there needs to be more kazoo solos, more xylophone solos in music.
I would love to see like a heavy deathcore band go to a kazoo solo. That would be album of the year. I mean, this is like, all hail to Sparta Satan.
Okay, I am having a hard time with these controls.
You know you can change them, right?
What do you mean?
You can go into the menu and change your controls.
No, I mean like just in general, the gamepad thing is just not
Like I said, it takes a while to get used to. Do you have any classic controllers?
like the Wii controllers. Yeah, I do. Can I?
Yeah, use one of those.
I don't know why mine isn't like setting up. Maybe I just need to configure it on the because I don't know how that'll.
Um, any upcoming games you want to get?
I guess Splatoon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Since you got a Wii U, you should definitely get that. How do you feel about the new Fire Emblem?
I don't really care.
You don't like Fire Emblem?
I've never played it. I don't know. I'm
Oh
not very
man,
good at, I don't think I'd be very good at those. My,
it's
the controller
strategy games.
it's not turning on. It's not turning on for them. So I guess
Is your Wii remote synced?
yeah, of course it is. That's how I've been playing Smash Brothers. It just whenever I try and use it with Yoshi's Island here, it's just not working. So whatever, I'll just deal with the gamepad and trying to figure it out. I'll have to figure out how to use this eventually.
Okay, what do you think about SMT Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem?
I really don't care about that. I don't care about either series. I don't
Oh,
played either series, and I don't. It just doesn't sound interesting.
I mean, to me it looks good. I'm just saying, to me, both of them look good.
I mean, it just looks like more friggin' anime bullshit.
You have a real hate boner against against anything anime, don't you?
No, not really. I just say it because it probably grinds your gears. It's funny.
Yeah, like I love that one post that says it was like weeaboos are like anime is the perfect art form, and actual anime fans like anime is literal trash.
It is. I don't really like anime as much anymore.
I still enjoy anime from time to time, but
There's nothing really as good as Western animation, honestly.
I would not consider myself a weeaboo.
No one wants to be a weeaboo. If you call yourself a weeaboo, then you should really rethink your entire life's choices.
Do not consider myself at one at all. I mean, I really enjoy Japanese culture, and I've studied a bit of Japanese mythology, and I know that Japan is more than just anime and manga and video games. I know it's
What?
way more than that.
That's silly. Why would you think that? Those are lies. Who's telling you this?
I know it's a lot more than that. I just have an appreciation for the Japanese culture.
You're not allowed to appreciate other cultures. That's right.
Appreciation rhymes with appropriation.
And appropriation rhymes with procreation. So you should just go fuck yourself.
Oh, looks like we got a badass over here.
Nah. Well, I mean, I have beaten Jack and Daxter 100 times. or so the legends say. Fucking Mario.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Badass.
You're just jealous because you've only beaten it like maybe once.
I've beaten 100% like maybe 4 times.
Only 4? That's sad.
All right, how long do you think we've been doing this?
5 minutes.
What?
5 minutes.
Holy shit.
What?
Feels a lot longer than that.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 5 minutes. Trust me, I've been doing math all day. Oh, Yoshi's Island. Such a fun game. Oh man, this has that fucking endless world of Yoshi's level, doesn't it? That level's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to do it again with this friggin' Wii pad.
All right, it looks like we've been doing this about 30 minutes. I think that's about long enough for 2 people.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
No one else showed up. Oh wait, weren't we supposed to get that? Who you got?
he was out running errands, and we'll get him next time when we got Sin Patriarchy and Will Skellington on here.
We need to start, actually getting these episodes instead of.
We need to get a set day for this shit.
Yeah, we gotta stop sitting around twiddling our dicks. We gotta fucking do this.
I like twiddling my dick.
Yeah, don't do that when we're trying to set up dates for fucking podcasts here. That would be
All right, well, I apologize for this incredibly boring, pointless episode.
Oh yeah, scratch it. I could stream Yoshi's Island or just talk about Yoshi's Island while I play it, because this game is a classic. Oh yeah.
You know what's better than Yoshi's Island?
Nothing.
Yoshi's Story.
What is that? Sounds like yaoi fan fiction.
Yoshi's Story is better because it doesn't have crying baby Mario, so it's infinitely better.
Crying Baby Mario is an important, integral part of the Yoshi story. And I'm not going to hear anything bad about it, because honestly, I've heard worse. I once marathoned Blood on the Dance Floor songs, so I can tell you Baby Mario isn't even close to being that bad a sound.
I once sat through 30 minutes of Afro Circus.
What? That's not really that bad, though.
30 minutes.
Still, if you have to sit through 30 minutes of something, it's better than sitting through 30 minutes of Blood on the Dance Floor. Blood on the Dance Floor is like the audio equivalent of anal rape.
Fair enough.
Unlubricated anal rape.
At least it's not as bad as Uptown Funk.
Shut the fuck up. That's all.
I'm sorry, I'm joking. I absolutely love Uptown Funk.
I think I've only ever seen maybe 2 people who don't like that song.
I just wanted to piss you off.
You didn't really. I don't really get pissed off over that sort of stuff. I can
I try to keep a more level head on stuff.
Okay, that's not entirely true, because I get pissed off by the fucking Steven Universe social rejects. But that's really disgusting.
It's not a bad show, it's just a bad fandom.
That's there's too many shows like that. It's not cool. It's really great. It's probably one of the best shows to come out in the past 10 years. But it is one of the.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, Chowder.
Chowder was still part of. Chowder's part of this class of cartoons. I don't really. It was good. That's the thing. Cartoon Network has always they always try new things, and Chowder was kind of a new thing. It was weird. It was different. But I don't feel like we need that kind of comedy anymore. That weird random comedy.
Cartoon Network's been doing too much of that.
Chowder still had that very 90s sensibilities to it, even though it's a really good show. It's very unique and interesting, but like,
But it was so self-aware. I loved how self-aware it
oh
was.
yeah, Chowder was great. I can't really say much bad about Chowder. I mean, maybe sometimes it wasn't a perfect show by any means, but it had its own style. It was unique. I don't think I loved the art style. The art was great. I liked how all the patterns on the clothes moved with the characters. I liked I liked most of the characters. Like Chowder was all right. Truffles was an annoying old hag.
But it had one of my favorite jokes in any cartoon I've ever seen. Oh no, the sun is rising. Are you kidding me?
I'm getting a call.
All right, well, I'll stop this show then.
All right.
I apologize to the listeners for the anal rape.
Don't apologize for anal rape. Well, I'll see you. I gotta get going.
All right,
So long,
talk to you later.
everybody.